What up guys, John from Mongo Fishing. So first off, I'd like to apologize real quick for not being able to get out any video content lately. We had a lightning strike a few days ago here at the house. Not actually my house, it was the house across the street, but it blew out our Wi-Fi, and so I have no internet right now. The only limited access I have is data usage from my phone. So if you're watching this, it's got a chance, that means I got a chance to go to somebody's house and upload. But anyway, yeah, I apologize for the lack of content lately. Hopefully we'll have internet sometime in the next few days. But let's get into this tackle review, and that is the Bass Pro Shops Double Down Plopper. So this is similar to Whopper Plopper. It's got the typical Whopper Plopper tail in the rear, but it also has one up on the nose too. Okay, so I gave it a shot, took it out to a lake that's local. It's really not known for bass fishing, more for catfishing, but since we were out there fishing, I figured I'd give it a shot. So I tied it on and fished it for about an hour, and I only caught one fish, but it was a good fish. I'm sure that if I fished this on a lake that has a higher population of bass, I would have caught a lot more. The fish I caught was a 5-pounder. I'll put him after this little discussion about this, so we will watch that video. But yeah, I'm pleased. It's certainly gonna get used again, that's for sure. So let's get into this. All right, so it's a pretty heavy lure. It weighs a ½ ounce, but it feels like it weighs a lot more. So because of that, I threw it on my heavy rod, the one that I typically use for frogs and stuff like that. And this is it's a Berkley, like, good God, it's a Berkley Lightning Rod Shock Series, and these are specifically designed for braid, and they're really light. I mean, they're not a top-end rod by any means, but I like it so much that I bought two. But anyway, so that's what I threw it on. I threw it on my heavy rod. This one's designed for 3/4 ounce lures up to 3 ounce lures, so I typically use it for throwing like A-rigs and stuff like that, stuff that has a little bit of weight to it, but I also throw frogs, hence the 65-pound braid. So the lake we were fishing is really stumpy, and but there's no pads, there's no nothing like that, so there's not much for snags besides like actual structure, right? You're not going to get hung up in weeds and stuff like that unless you cast right up on the bank, and we weren't. We were out in the water. But it's really muddy looking also. So what I did is I tried to throw casts twice in the same spot, and what that does is it gives the bass an opportunity to first cast to try to triangulate and figure out where that bait's coming from, and gets them in the area, and then the second cast gets the strike, and that's pretty much what happened on this particular cast where I caught the fish. This first cast I bombed out there, brought back with nothing, and the second cast I got blown up by a 5-pounder. So anyway, that's the rod and reel I use, is a heavy with, on this one, 65-pound braid. I think that's overkill, but that's what I have it rigged on. That's what I use. 3.5 inches long. Looks longer than that, but according to Bass Pro, it's 3.5 inches long. I'd say it's closer to 4, but whatever. Like I said, their website says ½ ounce. But here's something that's very important. It comes with this little split ring right here, okay? And I do this to all my Whopper Ploppers, is I put a barrel swivel on there, because what happens if you cast it out there, this is a regular Whopper Plopper, and this gets tangled up with something, a piece of grass, stick, whatever, then your whole lure spins. This doesn't spin anymore, so instead the lure spins, and it causes wicked line twists. So it's imperative that you have a barrel swivel on the front of your Whopper Ploppers. Now, this one has counter-rotating spinners. One of them spins clockwise and one spins counterclockwise. But again, all it takes is one of them to get jammed up, or I guess two of them to get jammed up, and this thing's going to spin weird. The front doesn't give out nearly as much splash and kick as the rear. I did notice that. But it's very obnoxious. It puts out so much ruckus in the water that there was no doubt in my mind from the first cast that this was going to get bit. I'm going to try it on a small bass lake just to see if I can get lots of blow-ups. But I figured with the size of it and with as much ruckus as it was causing on the surface, I didn't expect a small bass to hit it. I expected a large bass. Oh, in fact, you know what? My hook got bent. I expected large bass and large bass only, and well, that's what I got, was a 5-pounder. So yeah, here's the video footage of this thing getting blown up. There we go. Oh man, that thing's a toad. This is on that Bass Pro freaking double plopper, whatever it's called.
Oh shit, son. Yeah, he got me.
Oop, oop, oop. Look at that freaking beast.
Dude.
The double down plopper.
Damn.
Look at that, guys.
I got my scale.
What a toad. He's getting a picture taken too, because that's going on the gram. Look at that freaking pig. It spawned out though. I want a picture with this freaking joker. Awesome. That's the double down plopper.
That's fucking legit, dude. I don't think you have any luck with that. Not out here.
Awesome.
Portrait mode.
I am freaking totally stoked about that.
Fuck yeah, dog.
All right, let's get it released. So hopefully you enjoyed that fish. I know I enjoyed that fish. It's pretty comical watching Heath trying to net it with a little trout net, but I was like the only net he had on the boat. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and feel free to ask any questions and tell me what you think of the double down plopper. With that, guys, as always, get out on the water, be safe, and go stick some lips.